What's up, Scorpio? Happy birthday. Welcome to your season. I hope you are enjoying your birthday, of course, but also this season of transformation where so many things are happening for us. Wishing you all a happy new moon. It was yesterday. I hope you manifested your intentions and also wrote down whatever you wanted to release so you can have a balance between letting in and letting out. It's always good. So I've pre-shuffled your cards. Let's start your reading. As you know, I do not choose the cards. They fall. You can concentrate on your intention for this reading. I do not connect the reading with any specific theme. Whatever comes up, and I like to take the readings in the direction of personal and spiritual development, what is around you that can work for you or you can learn to, what is a stepping stone. And I will also give some psychological advice. I am a clinical psychology, although I practice in a very non-traditional way. The traditional ways are far gone behind me, and sometimes I might mention some yogic mythology or concepts because I am a yoga teacher, Hatha Yoga Vinyasa. So let's go. Okay, this wanted to come up. Interesting. Show me, Scorpio. So, some toxicities. There's too much cards. I won't take them. So just Five of Swords wanted to come up, so I'll leave it here as a reminder of the toxic. For me, the Five of Swords is always, it doesn't have to be someone. If it is someone, I will clarify and let you know. But for now, let's just leave it here, because even if it's someone, it reflects an aspect of you. So all those toxic patterns where you refrain yourself from going ahead, from facing stuff, because this guy is stealing these swords. These swords do not belong to him. If you're a warrior, you have one sword. You don't have five. So there's this sense of conflict, of sneaking, of going around stuff, of not facing, is obviously connected, has a component of fear in this card. But it can also be if you use this energy wisely, it can also be a leap to go in. And you refrain yourself and you ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I feeling like? What was I gonna do? So you can stop yourself before acting. Because this is a mental energy, so it's swords, it's air. It doesn't mean necessarily you or someone around you will act out this from fear, from a place of lack. Okay? Let's keep going. Oh, fives. What are you up to, Scorpio? Actually, I was feeling your energy. I was meditating before the reading. Pretty hot, creative, sexual energy. And transformative. So I was feeling that you were very into sudden, unexpected changes or information coming up your way, which is all about your season, right? But let's show me Scorpio spirit. Okay, here you are. Good. So, for me, the Scorpio out of the water signs is the most fiery one. So you come up as sorry, because I'm Portuguese, sometimes I don't know what tape I am on. I was gonna say Cavaleiros de Paus as the Knight of Wands. Okay, you show up as the Knight of Wands. You're very focused on something, and because it's your season, and because you are Scorpio, and just as a reminder, now it is a good time to seek and follow through with whatever tasks you have, whatever tabs you have opened to fulfill, to complete, especially because we are now starting this new moon cycle. So you can begin new stuff, so you can really do whatever you propose yourself to do. Just watch out, Scorpio, for obsessions. Okay, you know. Okay. Okay, good. Another one page. So you're in your environment. So you're really starting something. Is it a new project, a new business idea, a new venture? You're taking the seat of the beginner. Very good. And you are either asking for help or surrounding yourself with people that have the experience, have the knowledge, have the resources, especially have the financial resources that can help you. Let's see what comes up more. So this is in your environment. Good. Maybe a new way to make money as well. Okay, and this is the situation. That's why, remember, I showed you the 5 coins. You wanted to come up, and it did come up. So this is the situation. So we are reviewing where have we felt we were not worthy, not enough, were left out in the cold, you couldn't do it, you couldn't think about it, you were frozen, like, you know. But this is temporary. So if you're revisiting where you've put your energy and it didn't bear fruit, now is a good time to let it go. You start again. You say, okay, so I put from the 1 to the 4 of coins, I've put all this effort and I reach the middle and there's a breaking point. What do I do with this breaking point? Do I stay here stuck? Telling all the inferior ego narratives, inferior vibration energies. You can do that. We learn from that, right? You know, every time the lotus flower is reborn of the muddy waters, no one would expect, man. The waters are so dark, so thick, so even smells. And then there's this beautiful flower that looks so pure. Just, that's the way it works. So you stay here, stay enough to learn. Now, I don't think it's a good time, not now, but since we've been having all these astrological happenings in the sky mirrors us, and we mirror the sky. Sorry, the energy is really transforming. This is for transformation. Stay here in a way that you learn something, but you get in and you get out. If you stay longer, it is so, for some of you, it might be comfortable to sit in the victim seat instead of the beginner seat. Because here, you don't know how it's gonna work. You're a page. You're not even a knight. You don't have the resources of the knight. You do not have like a dragon or a horse. You don't have a sword or a stick. All you have here is one idea and the belief in yourself and belief that the universe, cosmos, Mother Nature, God, Allah, whatever you want to call it, supports your belief and your fate. The universe matches fate with fate. So, this is what the universe wants to address, that aspect of yourself where you block your own way. But this is your environment. You get the chance to be the page of coins. That means even if it hasn't happened yet, if you're in this process, it will. You're already free. It's just probably not on the same timeline. So maybe you want to review this video in the end of November and you let me know. Okay. so you appear as the knight. And knights are very, very focused in whatever they are aiming for. A knight has a point A and a point B. It goes from one place to another. It has a destiny. It has a timing. It has a mission. The mission of the Knight of Wands is to connect you with your passion, with your creativity, with new opportunities, with the joy of life, with inspiration, curiosity, pleasure, sexuality, everything that drives you forth with the energy of fire. There's fire within you. And you fan that fire with your love, with your heart, not with the lack. Otherwise, it burns, it hurts. Okay, so the universe wants you here. Let's talk about this in a second, but you just keep shuffling. So, you're very focused in your passion. Maybe you have a new idea. Maybe you don't even know how is it going to work, but does anyone know how is it going to work? We just tell ourselves we know how is it going to work. And sometimes we believe ourselves, so believe in you. But believe in you in a way that since you're a beginner, you don't try to control that much. So you're here in a place like you can ask for help, you can surround yourself with people that you can admire, that will help you, that maybe have the resources you need, especially if it's money. But the page, all the seeds that a page of coins, because they rule earth, they flower, they blossom. Maybe, and of course not tomorrow, it takes time. It takes patience, it takes perseverance. So whatever you're doing, it's for the long run. Whatever you're getting into in November, you know you are starting it, you are being humble about it, and it's something that can impact your life in the next years. So plant that seed with love. Because the universe wants you to contemplate, to go within. That's why this situation is still talking about lack. All good. We are like an onion. We keep peeling, and then the rotten comes up again. And we peel, and it comes. It's the cycle, you know? The work is never done, ever. So you contemplate as a warrior that has been wounded, as a warrior that maybe has a little bit of trouble of asking for help, of asking for protection, dealing with vulnerability. You're so tough, aren't you, Scorpio? Yeah, that's why you sting. If you didn't have that venom to sting, you know, people would walk on you. Well, for sure. For sure. They would walk on your depth, on your ability to feel all the feels that sometimes weigh you down. But what if you feel all the feels upward? It's time to evaluate what is it really that makes you happy. Not everyone else. We're done with Libra season. We collected the love from Libra season, but now it's you time. It's me time in Scorpio season. It's me going inwards, dealing whatever came up during that partnership Libra season. What had to go, what stayed, and being open to newness. But here, I would say something that you're probably waiting for a long time to come up in your life or to reach a peak. It's finally blossoming. But you might have to take a step back and sit on the beginner seat so you can really start again. Otherwise, you're just collecting stuff that you already know. You're not creating, you're repeating. It's time to create with structure, with foundation, with intensity, with, I want to say intensity, I would say, you can, of course, you're Scorpio, you're gonna add intensity. That's why I said the wrong word. Let me say, how do you say that in English? Stability here, you know, action, consequence. That means truth. There's no element that I connect more with truth than earth. Earth, either it blossoms or not, it's very stable and is always there for you. Whatever you build with this element, you're up to succeed. That's why it's connected with abundance. So now what you have to do to get to this point of contemplation of what is your worth, what is your value, and then what do you value and what is worth your time and energy. Otherwise, you don't get out of bed. Okay? Ooh. There's destiny, right? Destiny at place. I love it. I love this card. I love all the cards in the world. Okay. So, I'm happy for the star here. But before we get there, there's this process. Clear of your emotional mess. Either you go to therapy, Scorpio, either you start running 8 a.m., 30K every morning, whatever. Whatever you do, you need to process what has been probably with you for a while. Like you hold on to these feelings of giving power to other people. You expect stuff from others. You're giving them power. Expect from you. When you do too much for others, it's very hard to keep this balance. Do it for you, you know? Or take this two of coins. There's this temporary, just a step. It's temporary, and you move to the tree and you start building. Don't stay here too much planning, going back and forth, all this excitation that appears in your heart but also in your manifested reality that keeps you up at night. Don't obsess over stuff, creating all these fantasies in your head of what will be. Allow the universe, with the healing card of the star, to really grant your wishes, but your wishes for you. Yeah, if you allow destiny just to do its work, if you stop worrying, thinking, even crying, not sleeping too well at all, have to cross that. Cross your pain. So the universe can give you everything that you wished for. Dream big with this card. You dream big. Don't dream little. Why? You want to receive little? Let the wheel spin. You think you can push this wheel? You think you can push the wheel of karma? Really? Because you are so sensitive, you're so intelligent, you're so smart. You're also the stalker of the zodiac. Watch out for that. Time to let go of whatever you think you know about other people. and how they relate to yourself, and focus on you, on the greater plan. Allow the universe to spin the wheel, to give you the stuff. But first, I'd say you have sometimes many options, or very lucky, and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, that's why I like this page of coins of you in your environment, because it brings you down to earth in this clarity that you just know, oh, this is my path. This is what I'm gonna do. I do not need to ask anyone. I do not need advice. Just let's see what the oracle has to say. And don't shoot the messenger, Scorpio, okay? I'm just reading what I see. Okay, see? I love this. This is, I am the dreamer of my dream. So you get to dream your dream for you. I know that this month you're probably gonna be affected in your family and home environment because of the astrology, monthly astrology for your sign. Maybe some sudden news. But that does not mean you have to drop everything and do everything for everyone. Leave an aspect of yourself to whatever happens around you. There's a little bit of chaos to go through. You remain the dreamer of your dream. So your dream, whether it be a vision board, whether it be a sticky note you put on your fridge, it's there. And stop the control, because allow the universe, like I was saying, to give whatever it is meant for this situation without you having to. It's not in your hands. You have to drop some of out of control of your hands. Otherwise you'll be stuck here. The obstacles will get louder and louder until you hear that you do not control. The more you let go of this, the more doors will open for you to get out of here. So that's why another advice from the universe oracle, it's instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So let me just clarify so you don't think I'm giving mixed informations here. So there's a need to focus in your own value. And what is it that you value outside of you? What is it that really makes you happy? So you contemplate, you pause here, you meditate on the subject, and you focus on this dream, on this new idea, on this new project that will probably take some time, because you're beginning. You don't start in the end, you always start in the beginning. I really like this humble card for you. Scorpios sometimes need to sit in the beginner seat, like for real. Not just saying it, really sit there. And then there's this another aspect that asks you, when you focus on the you, what is your true value in you and what you want to value in your external reality, you have to cross all these wishy-washy feelings, coming back and forth, excessive thinking or worrying, or being up all night in your head or in your thoughts too much, the control. You let go of the control. You are on one side the dreamer of your dream. That means your dream serves you, but your dream has a component of collective. This is the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius are the inventors of the zodiac. Whatever they create for humanity, so that mankind can go forward. This is what you're creating, Scorpio. And you cannot create from a place of lack. Because the universe is saying we need you to dream this dream, but to fulfill it. And instead you praying that everything goes well accordingly to what you have planned, what you think it's the best, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. And that unblocks your dream. Manifest it easily into reality because it comes from a true, pure motive and intention. It's not about me anymore, because sometimes the Knight of Wands can be pretty me. You know, he has all this passion, all this lust for life, so it's really true, it's really deep in his core, whatever he focuses on. He really loves the job, the situation, the people, whatever. He loves everything. But because he's fire and he's moving so fast and he's moving alone as a knight, he has this mission. Sometimes he might forget there are others like him that is not walking alone, that some others walk beside him, some others walk behind, and some walk ahead. You're not alone in the world, Knight of Wands. Good that you can focus in whatever you have to offer to the world. That is very good. Just know they are more like you, so you can share. Okay? These people never share. You know why they don't share? Because they think they don't have enough. They don't even have enough for themselves, so they don't have enough to give to others. That's why sometimes there's always this advice in this card too. Get out of here. You have enough for you and you have enough for others. Okay, just one more advice from the fairies. And it's because it's your birthday, I'm going to read you an oracle from the Osho. Okay, oh, two. Also, the fairy cards also want to say happy birthday. 2 cards. Okay. So, this reading from me was not a love reading at all. So maybe there's a bonus here for you. And I don't think it is. I think it's more career oriented and personal development. I don't even see anyone here with you. Just you. Yeah. But love, life, and marriage, Scorpio. So, it is a hot month, November. If you have any question about your romantic life, may you know that it's changing for the better. And the fairies want to join you in celebrating a wedded bliss. You have the marriage card. It might be marriage, like going to a church with a priest and whatever. But it can also be just upscaling, taking the relation to a different level, to a more committed level, like moving in together, getting to know the families, all that stuff that humans like to do. Okay. And because it's your birthday, I'm gonna buy new cards for next month readings. We're watching Dharma and Kali. Wanted to come up, but they didn't. Let's come for Scorpio. So we have pranayama, which I love, for where the universe wants to put you. Four of Swords, you know. The pranayama, it's it's when you have to explain, thinking you're explaining to someone that doesn't know, that it gets hard to explain something you think you know, but yeah, it's really funny when I want to explain yoga concepts and I have to think that I have to explain it in a way that even my grandma that never practiced yoga would understand, and that is really hard. So I'm going to do my best. So pranayama are breathing techniques that you can use to control the flow of energy and of prana, that is life force within you. There are lots of different techniques to cool down your system, to heat your system. Your system is your body, mind, everything. To regulate the right side of the body, that's the masculine energy, to regulate the left one, to wake up, to go to sleep. So there's a lot of different techniques. And you know, when you say when you breathe properly, you also think properly. So when you have organized breath, you're centered, you know, because when you're afraid, your breath gets shorter. It immediately affects your diaphragm, that is connected to your nervous system and also to your psoas muscle, the soul muscle. So pranayama card here for you in your reading, what I see as, because pranayama is very connected with meditation techniques. You can do pranayama before meditation, so you can probably go easier from concentration to meditation, that is different stages. So just breathe, or remember to breathe. Yeah. Beautiful reading, like I've promised. A card from the Oracle Zen. I will read from the book and translate it because it's written in Portuguese. Portuguese from Brazil, and I will translate it. Ooh. 3 cards. I won't take it, guys, because I don't really, then it's get a really long reading, but I will just look into them and see if they come up again. Okay. Spirit, just 1 card. Oh, I'm watching this one, already saw it 3 times. Preguiça. How should I translate? Oh, laziness. Laziness, yeah. Good. Oh man, I want to give you 2 cards. Come on, just 1. Only taking 1 card for Scorpio. Tell me, Spirit, what is Scorpio that needs to know during this month of November so they can walk on their highest path according to their life purpose or dharma. Show me, Spirit. Scorpio. Okay, I'm gonna take these 2 because, man, they're the same that came up previously, and it's your birthday, so even the tarot cards and the oracles, they wanna say happy birthday to dear Scorpio. So this was the one that came up on the previously. You have the Creator. Just going to show you while I look it up in the book. Where is the book? Wait. Oh my God, where's the book? Okay, so the book. I have to get up, really. I did not want to get up. I'm on my yoga clothes. I just finished teaching a class. Okay, so I'll just get the book. Okay. So we have the Creator and Reborn. I will read the Creator first because first I think you create and then you are reborn. So let's see. Oh, nice. I love this. You know, the Creator is the equivalent. I don't even know if this word exists. Wait. So this creator card is the same as it would be in the normal tarot, rather Rider-Waite tarot cards, the King of Wands, so the King of Fire. So it's like an upgrade from this Knight, which I love it for you, because kings, they are the masters. So kings and queens, sometimes when you see people in court cards, you can attach them to gender, but when they appear as aspect of yourself, that is the case. It has no gender attached. It means that is the master aspect in you. So we've mastered the fire within you, the creativity, the impulse. That means when you regulate fire, you have a whole lot of power that you know how to use wisely. I love it. So let's read the creator for the dear Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio friends. I really admire your energy, and we sit just right across each other, and I love Scorpio season. It always brings this changes into my life. I mean, I feel so productive, I feel so busy, so much stuff happening, but stuff happening inside but also outside. And I think it's such a creative and sexy time of the year. I love it. Thank you for bringing this 10 energy to all of us. Okay, so read Portuguese and translate at the same time. Let's see how this goes. Bear with me, I'm not a translator, I'm just doing my best. There are two types of creators in the world. One of them works with objects, like a poet, a painter. They work with objects and they create things. Another type of creator, the mystic, creates himself. Oh, beautiful. He does not work with objects, he works with the subjective. He works in himself, in his own being. He is the true creator, the true poet, because it transforms itself in a masterpiece. You are carrying a hidden masterpiece within you. Within you. Yeah? But you are obstructing, I don't even know if that verb exists, but you are placing blocks on your own way. You're sabotaging. Don't worry, we all do it. It's just that is the subject for you in this reading. So no judgment here in these readings ever, okay? We're all humans. Okay, you are carrying a masterpiece within yourself, but yourself are blocking the way. Step aside and the masterwork will be revealed. Each one of us is a masterwork, because God will never create something lesser than that. Each one of us carries this masterpiece for many lifetimes without knowing who you are, and trying to just in a shallow or superficial way, become someone. Abandon the idea to become someone. You know what I was saying with this? There's this nice passion in the King of Wands, but sometimes the ego of the King of Wands takes the wheel. Do not let it, and listen to this. Abandon the idea to become someone, because you are already a masterpiece. So connect with that. You already are. Don't need to show to anyone else. The ones that matter know. We know. We love you, Scorpio. We know who you are. You cannot be perfected. This back and forth, this doing because you only have to get near, get to know, and understand this idea that you are already perfect. God created you with his own hands, his own divine hands. You cannot be perfected. Now let's read the comments. Okay. I really loved Zen philosophy. They have a really, really short book. Just read it. It's the Book of Tao, I think. The Master Zen in this card, domesticated, I don't know if this verb exists, so domesticar. Okay, the Master Zen in this card trained the energy of fire and is able to put it to use for creative purpose instead of using it for destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him of the comprehension that it's unique for the ones that have established their dominion over the fires of passion without repressing them, but also without allowing it that they become destructive and unbalanced. This master is so integrated that there is no difference anymore between who he is on the inside and who he is in the outside world. This gift of understanding and integration he offers to those who seek him, the gift of creative life that flows from the center of his own being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we propose to do now, with the understanding that comes from the maturidad, that comes from the maturity, the growth, that will bring abundance to your life and to the life of other people. It is time to express yourself using any abilities that you have, whatever that you have learned with your own experience of life. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's go to Renascimento, the other card. So beautiful, I love it. This is crazy, you know. I love tarot. I love this. I love everything. I love life, man. Look at this. So you had the this is how you show up in your reading, you know, the Knight of Wands, and then the Oracle upgrades you to the King of Wands we've just read. So I've told you this before. And now the card you have here, Renascimento or Reborn, is the equivalent to the Ten of Swords that upgrades you from this Nine of Swords that you already have here. You're very supported, you're very protected, very supported, very protected, very guided, very loved. It's your season. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Let's see. The Ten of Swords is the completion of a cycle, and the completion of this kind of uncomfortable mental prisons. You know, that kind of thoughts, the obsession. That one said that one, that did that thing, that did to me, that... Forget about it. Put it aside. He only waits you because you want to carry it. It's not yours. It only becomes yours if you want it. So, sorry. I'm just not very good at looking stuff up in books, following the pages. Look, I cannot read stuff. 157. Okay. So, according to Zen, you come from lugar nenhum. So let me translate this. Nowhere, from no place, I would say. According to Zen philosophy, you come from no place, and you're going to no place. You just exist now, here, not coming, not going. All things will pass by you. Your consciousness reflects what it goes by, but her itself as consciousness does not identify with it. When a lion roars in front of a mirror, you think the mirror roars back. Or when the lion steps aside and appears a child dancing, the mirror completely forgets about the lion and it starts dancing with the child. Do you really believe that a mirror dances with a child? The mirror does nothing, it just reflects. Your consciousness is just a mirror. You do not come and you do not go. Things come and go. You become a young man, you become old, you are life, you are death. Those are the situations, are just reflexes in an eternal lake of consciousness. This is beautiful. Now let's read the comments. This card represents the evolution of the steps of consciousness, like in a way that is that is described by Friedrich Nietzsche in his book. Well, in Portuguese it's Assim Falou Zaratustra. In English, I don't know if it's translated direct like and so spoke Zaratustra, but with Zaratustra he only has one book with with this character Zaratustra that he created, so you'll know what I'm talking about. So he speaks about the three levels: the camel, the lion, and the child, the three archetypes. The camel is sleepy, bored, satisfied with itself, so it's like the tamasic energy. He lives in delusion. He keeps thinking about himself in the peak of a mountain, but in truth, he worries so much about the opinion of others that he almost sometimes gives in and has no personal energy, self-energy. Emerging from the camel, there is the lion. When we are aware that we have been opening hands of the opportunity of really live life, we start saying no to other people's demands. Okay. Become clear. We set aside from the crowd, lonely and proud, roaring our truth. It's a lot of truth in the Knight of Wands. Doesn't have time to jiggle or wish-washy energies. However, the thing does not stop there. Finally, there's a child. And there's a childlike quality, not even here in this, not just here, in your environment, how you act in your environment, but also in this star card. Because if you have to dream, this is the card of, there's a lot of healing in this card, of course, but to become a dreamer, you have to be quite innocent, right? Because you're not operating from a factual, material, realistic level. You're in la la land, you know? And also, this brings up the Uranus energy. Very unpredictable, very life-changing. Even with Saturn doing all the things that it's doing in the sky, you just have Uranus on our side. Okay. So, it finally emerges the child. The child is not submissive or rebel, but she's innocent. Look, what was I saying? She's innocent and spontaneous. She's faithful to her own being. Whatever position you are right now, a camel, a lion, or a child, sleepy and beaten up, or defying and rebel, be aware that that will also evolve to something new if you allow it. This is a time of growth and change. I love this oracle. It's so wise, so beautiful, so beautifully written, despite being in Portuguese from Brazil that I do not love to read, but love more Portuguese from Portugal. No offense here, just preference. And this is your reading, so I wish you all the best. Love, light, and truth. I love you all. Thank you very much for being there and listening. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you have my information below. You can reach me out in my Instagram. and we'll take it from there. Bye.